Welcome to another episode of the Bama Hour. I'm Bama John. This is an instant reaction to Bama's win over North Dakota State tonight, 91-62. Today is Monday, November 3rd, 2025, in the year of our Lord. Thank you for tuning in. We now have over 5,800 subscribers to the YouTube channel, and we're growing, still heading towards 10,000. Please like, subscribe, and join us on the YouTube channel, or like, subscribe, and follow wherever you may see us in terms of accessing our audio on the various podcast outlets. Okay, tonight this is going to be me solo, just doing an instant reaction to the game. I actually got to go to the game. Thank you, T-Pain, as Rick took me and my wife, and we went with Rick and his wife to the game and enjoyed a nice Alabama win. Labaron Philon had a great game, led the way with 22 points, had 15 points in the first half, and dished out 8 assists. Houston Mallette had 15 points and 8 rebounds. As Alabama rolled, again, it was 91-62 over North Dakota State. They really were never challenged that much and had control of the game. And then also the freshmen really stepped up and played well, as the 3 freshmen all contributed and each played over 20 minutes. Amari Allen and Jemison each scored 12 points, and Allen also had 7 rebounds. And then Davion Hannah had 9 points. And they all played over 20 minutes and each contribute. Aiden Sherrell had 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 blocks. And TBB Taylor Bull Bowen had 8 points, 3 rebounds, and a run block, really to round out the main scores of the game. Alabama led at half 48-32, and then stretched the lead in the second half as they ended up winning by 29. In the first half, Labaron Philon, he really stood out. He was the dominant player on the floor. He was the one that was dominating the action. He scored easily and effectively the whole first half, as he had 15 of his 22 points in the first half. He didn't play as much in the second half, and he ended up leading the team, scoring 22 points overall. And in the second half, it was kind of a listless effort in terms of Alabama played okay, but not great. They certainly were in control the whole time, but the play got a little sloppy with fouls and turnovers. Bama was down 4 of its players tonight, with Aiden Holloway out with the wrist. Latrell Reitzel is still out with recovering from his Achilles, and he didn't play tonight. And Kaitin Bristow also was out. Both of them were in a boot. And then the transfer guard, Jaleel Bethea, is still out and not practicing yet. And there's really no timetable that I'm aware of for Jaleel Bethea to play, despite those 4 players who all could be key players down the stretch as they all get healthy and work back in the lineup. Bama did great. The 3 freshmen really did step up and fill the minutes, and really worked in the lineup and were effective in the game, playing as Hannah, Allen, and London Jemison all played well and contributed to the effort. The thing you'll really notice about this Alabama team is they're long, they're athletic, they play hard, they get up and down the floor quickly, and they're very, very effective overall. Now, certainly North Dakota State was not on the level of Alabama, and there's no chance. If they played 10 times, Alabama is going to beat them 10 out of 10 times. Alabama had more depth, more players, more athleticism, more length. Good shooters all over the court, could really swing the ball side to side, could drive to the basket. Again, Philon just looked like he effortlessly scored and was dominating play in the first half. He was not so assertive in the second half, but he didn't really need to be. But then plenty of other players contributed, with Mallette, with the 3 freshmen, with TBB. Aiden Sherrell was definitely effective on defense. You could see his size and his presence out there, particularly effective. The biggest thing that I noticed that was worth noting on the negative side was 15 turnovers. Again, they did have 22 assists compared to 15 turnovers, but it got a little sloppy. And particularly in the second half, I thought it was a little bit sloppy. So Alabama, they look like a really good team. It looks like the Nate Oates kind of team with the length, the athleticism, the shooting that you would expect from a Nate Oates team. But guess what? Next up, they go to the Big Apple to play St. John's, coached by legendary coach Rick Pitino in Madison Square Garden Saturday morning at 11 a.m. That'll be a great warm-up for Bama fans prior to the Alabama-LSU football game Saturday night. But we're going to find out a lot more about this team as they step up and play a much higher level of competition in the St. John's team. It's a top 10 ranked team preseason. They've got good players coming back. They also did really well in the transfer portal, picking up some 4-star and 5-star players. So this will be a much bigger test. Plus, it's on the road, so it'll be a great test for Nate Oates' team and to see how they do. And I really don't know what the status is of the 3 players that set out that you thought might play in terms of Bristow and Holloway and Reitzel. But Alabama didn't miss them tonight, but sure would be nice to have those 3 playing against St. John's. It would give us a lot of depth and ability to go punch for punch and shot for shot with the St. John's team that's going to play hard, play fast, play aggressive, because that's the way Rick Pitino teams play. So anyway, we've got that game coming up Saturday. That's all for now. That's my instant reaction to Alabama's big one-sided win over North Dakota State. Great start for the season for the Tide. Thank you all for listening. Subscribe, like, follow wherever you access the podcast, whether it's on the YouTube channel, whether it's on Apple, Spotify, iHeart, RSS, or the like. Please subscribe, like, follow the podcast. And we will come back later this week and do a preview of the Alabama-LSU game. We'll talk a little bit more about the basketball team as we gear up for the game on Saturday, talk a little bit more about St. John's. But that is all for now. Thanks for listening. Roll Tide and God bless.